Okay. In closing, what do we think about the Sundown U8? I think I put up 2 videos playing some music. It's a very musical sub. Very, very musical sub. Has Jacob reached his goal of having a subwoofer that sounds different than the SA8, but more accurate than the X8? Yes, he has. The U8 is a winner. It has a 2.25-inch voice coil. It has significantly less spider than the SA8, which uses the same basket, but it has more spider than the X8, which uses the same basket and spider landing. It's geared for a different response. It's very musical. It is the SA with a little more oomph, but not enough to be not as accurate, even though it is a low distortion driver, as the Sundown X8. The power handling, yes, I had it. I put them in the box. The program was saying also don't put them in nothing bigger than 1.25. So you put them in anything over the large 1.25, you're gonna have bottoming out issues. That's no saying nothing bad against the sub. It wasn't designed to operate in such a large enclosure. It doesn't have the cone air necessary to rarefy and compress that much air inside the box. So I'm gonna say that's when I was saying on the video previously before I did this final review. I expected that. I just wanted to see. I know the Sundown X8s, my Sundown X8v3s, they can't play in 3 cubes. The biggest you want to go is about 1.2. 1.2. And then your power handling goes down. You really want to put them in close to a cube. Same thing with these. Closer more to the cube, the biggest 1.2. And you will get the output that you're looking for. The tonal quality of the U series is better to me than the X8. X8 is all out brute force. The SA is accurate. If you disbelieve me, and somebody else disbelieved me too, it was at a shop, and he actually had to call, and Brian Chamberlain, who watches my channel at Sundown, cleared up the discrepancy he had. Because I know about these 8s. That's why this is the subwoofer I can use in my application. And I definitely know a lot about Sundown 8s. A lot about Sundown 8s. I've had each and every, the very first video on my channel, the SA8v3, okay. I've also had SAs. I still own my X8s. Now I got to use. In my opinion, well, I'm going to tell you some things that happened, that transpired after that conversation when somebody doubted what I knew about Sundown. Soon, Sundown Audio is going to go to truth in sizing. Those of you know what truth in sizing is it was Digital Design's way of trying to keep up with other manufacturers. They were not the originators of it. If you want to go with truth in sizing and actually, well, who actually made the first subwoofer that was larger than the class it was in? Kicker. Now, who did it with the circular subs? Digital Designs. That's with the ESP line with the ES, I think ER and Rome. And what they do is they make an 8-inch, actually 8-inch cutout. I have it from a good source. That was Sundown's headed. Stands the reason. You need to. I'm going to keep this video just on Sundown Audio. So they're going to improve on that, making the cone area bigger to give you more output. Because what I always tell you, and please do not, if you know anything about my channel, you know I say cone area is king. All other factors being equal, cone area is king. That's why they make a U8, a U10, a U12, and a U15. As you go up in size and cone area, you're going to go up in box. As you go up in box, you're going to go up in port area. And as you go up in box volume and port area, you're going to get significantly more output than a smaller driver. These drivers do great in 1 cube. Those who are very, very space limited sound exceptionally well. I love them. They perform. But like, I'm a box builder, so the truth is I can make anything sound good. But there are some subs that are able to follow instructions a lot easier than others. Sundown's one of them. They will tell you it's an inefficient driver. But their motto is power is cheap. And since power is cheap, and y'all believe that, they make these sub drivers so you can throw a shit ton of power to them if you can afford it. And power is cheap. Good power is not. Power is cheap. Good, clean power is not. Don't ever forget that. But in conclusion, man, once again, Jacob, you have done it again. He has an SA with a 2-inch coil, a U with a 2.25, and an X with a 2.5. Whatever application you need to run, in my opinion, now having listened to the U, and because of the shape of the magnet, top plate, it helped. This is the more versatile subwoofer. Also, I want to point this out. The U series has a smaller motor than the SA8, but it has more power handling than the SA8. So those of you who think that judge a subwoofer by the size of the magnet, I want you to ask yourself this question. The U has a smaller magnet and handles more power. So, fact, knack, fishing. Throw that out the window, okay? To me, the U series is a winner because Jacob has definitely reached his goal. If I had only had 3 options to offer in the Sundown sub, 8-inch, I would pick the U. Sonically accurate, more punch like the X8. But not enough where it's distorted. This woofer, y'all should really brand loves the lows because it's able to play in with a little bit more authority than the SA8. Those of you who have truck setups, this motor, it's a lot easier to get inside that slope than that big X8 motor or the big SA8 motor. So it's going to fit more. It's going to be able to fit in more applications and be used more because of its displacement being a little smaller than the 0.13 of the X8 and smaller than the 0.08 of the SA8. Because of that, it's going to fit more in more applications and give you a premium sound. I recommend that you use no lower than 0.75, and honestly, no higher than 1.1, which is basically, there's no difference between 1.1 and 1 cube. You have to go up at least 2/10 to hear a difference. So 1 to 1.1. That's the best you're going to get out of them. Whatever output you're going to get with volume and port area there, that's the best this sub has to offer. Peace! You want a final shot? It is very handsome. It's a handsomely built sub. But yes, Jacob, it's time to step the game up. The 7/3 cutout, there's only so much you can do with it. You know it, and I know it. We've even talked about it. There's only about 3-4 years ago, maybe 5. There's only so much you can do with this 7/3 cutout. It's badge design. It's been copied, and it's been used as much as it can be. We need another innovation. Peace.